Welcome back. And boy, oh boy, I've been waiting to record this one. What a episode 27 we had, coming out of nowhere in the last month of the season, being down multiple games and somehow making the World Series. Yes, a quick little recap. First of all, the winners of the last draw, Fussmucker and Eisvikes. Yes, two winners, one due to my mistake missing an entry, and the other one on a draw we did on stream was Fussmucker. So both you guys get 5 packs. Thank you again for all your support of the Twitch streams and of the YouTube videos. And again, there will be a skill testing question at some point in this video for you to comment on and to get entered into this contest, this video contest for 5 standard packs. All right. Here we are. It is October 6th. These are the standings to end off the season. Montreal finishing 3 games up on the New York Giants. And it might look like a commanding, victorious season. But when we look back at our schedule, look at that schedule. Back in September, we won, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of our last 8 games, including a sweep of the team that we were, tied or very close to being tied with towards the end of the season. Just a wonderful, wonderful way to end the season. So that means we are going to take on, in a 7-game series, the St. Louis Browns. So let's take a look at the St. Louis Browns and their rotation. They've got Bump Hadley, 23 and 15. Curly Foley went 23 and 14. And Bob Carpenter, 17 and 13. We had a slightly better record than they did. If we look at their hitters, their lineup, Jimmy Ryan, and a guy that got away from us. Charlie. Yeah, Charlie was drafted 7th pick overall back in 1913. We passed on him, and he's had a pretty good career. We look at his batting stats, career high 329, or at least a league high 329 this season. 333 back in 1915. He's hit over 300 each season, and not a home run guy. Not really a huge threat on the base paths compared to some other players, but just a really solid overall player, almost a 24 WAR in his first 4 seasons in the league. So yeah, that was a player that kind of got away from us. Probably should have taken him fielding wise. Again, he's a positive zone rating. Looking back, I think I would have taken him instead. All right. That's who we're facing. Again, the way that we will do this, we will go game by game. I'll sim inning by inning. If it seems to be kind of a threat or a potential jump-in situation, we'll do that. And on an elimination game, if we are 1 game from being eliminated, I'm going to jump in and manage most of that game. That's how it's going to go. Somehow we don't have everyone in the lineup here. What's going on? Who are we missing? We've got a first, second, third, short. So it looks like we're missing a left fielder. Left field. Oh, okay. I think I know what went on there. Or do I? Interesting. Let's go back and take a look at one of our last games. Who was playing left field for us? It was Lockman. What the heck happened to Lockman? He should be in the lineup. He is not. Oh, I think I know, because he is not eligible for the playoffs because he was a September call-up. He was not on the roster soon enough. That's probably the situation there. Let's see if we can find him somewhere. He should be here. Here he is. Willie Lockman. Yeah, I don't believe he's eligible for the postseason. Unfortunate. And I don't want to change the rules and put him back on. It was our mistake. We called him up a little bit too late. So we're going to have to throw in probably Juan Pierre into that number 2 slot in left field and see how it goes. Or probably better in center field. And Griffey's there. Maybe we make that change. In left field, center field for Juan Pierre. And we'll keep an eye on it in the playoffs and see how these guys do. All right, let's go to our first game in the World Series. We have one World Series, winning it back in 1908. It is time to go to St. Louis and play game 1 of the World Series. Been a while. Been close to 10 years since our last playoff appearance. Looks like St. Louis Browns are favored in most of the categories, but hey, this is OOTP. Anything can happen. Anything. Game 1, we've got Roy Halladay on the mound. Let's do this. After inning 1, 0-0, no hits, no errors. Inning number 3, 1 hit apiece, 1 error for the Browns. Head to inning 4. Still scoreless. Pitchers duel now. 2 hits apiece, 1 error for the Browns, but still a 0-0 game as we head to the 6th inning. And defense. 2 hits apiece, 1 error. Let's go to the top of the 7th. All right, 1 more inning, and then we're going to jump in. Top of 8, 0-0 game, Montreal. Joe Sewell at the plate. He drives that one into right field, and we have a base hit. Hit number 3 for the Montreal Expos. Roy Halladay on the mind. We're on the at the plate. We're gonna bunt situation here. We're gonna keep him in the game and get a little bit more out of him. We'll try one more bunt. Lays that one down perfectly. Moves the runner to second. 1 on, 1 out. For Joe Garagiola, the number 9 here. He skies that one up to the shortstop. Going to bring up Frank Schugert, potential rookie of the year. He drives that one into left field. That's going to do it for the Expos as we head to the bottom of the 8th and a no score for St. Louis. Montreal back up. Juan Pierre at the plate. Drives that one to first. 1 away. Ken Griffey Jr. Come on, Ken. It's playoff time. Show us what you got. And that will be a fly out. Right, Bo Jackson, 2 out. That one's going to drop into right field. Runner on, 2 away. We're going to try a steal attempt here. Maybe we get a wild errant throw. Back, safe at first. Let's try it again. Steal. Well, he decides not to. We got an 0-1 count. We'll try it one more time. And Bo decides not to go, so we're going to do a little hit and run with 2 strikes on the batter. Fouls that one off. Try it one more time. And that one is driven into left field. That's going to go foul. Oh, that might have scored Bo as he was on the run. Okay, we're just going to swing away here now. And that will be it for the Expos in the 9th. Let's head to the 10th. 0-0. Montreal, Nick Markakis at the plate. That one is going to go deep. Is it going to go over the head? Yes, it goes to the wall. Nick Markakis is going to round first and head to second easily. No one out. Joe Sewell at the plate for the Expos. He drives that one to third. Fortunately, it doesn't move the runner. Roy Halladay back at the plate. I think now is the time to pinch hit. Roy, you gave us a great game. We're going to bring in Bob Chance for a pinch hit opportunity. 1 away, runner on second. Pitch out. Oh, intentional walk. Right? It's going to bring up Joe Garagiola. And Joe, you're not doing well today. You're 0-4. I think we need to bring in Manny Seguin. Bring in Manny as the pinch hitter. Let's see if he can move the runners across. One away. That one right to short, and the shortstop boots it. We have error number 2 on St. Louis. Runners everywhere. One away for rookie Frank Schugert. And he goes down swing. Watches that one cross the middle of the plate. Frank, got to keep the ball alive there. Juan Pierre, who we brought in as a late replacement, that gets away, and that is going to walk in the leading run and bring up Ken Griffey. The crowd is booing here in St. Louis. Booing, I tell you. Bump still in the game, and he walks Ken Griffey Jr. I'm shocked St. Louis is keeping their pitcher in the game here. Still in the game. 9 2/3 innings for Bo Jackson. 2 away. And that's going to walk in a third run. I don't mind at all. St. Louis, what are you doing? Paul Molitor now at the plate. All runs have been walked in with 2 outs in the inning. That is going to fall. Yes, we are going to send Ken Griffey Jr., and that will score the 5th run of the inning. I think that shall do it. Let's sim the half inning. We've got to put a new pitcher in. Ron Guidry, you're going to come in for the mop-up. Manny, you're going in as catcher. Montreal Expos, 11 runs. You heard me right, folks. 11 runs in that inning. Wow. That's got to be a record breaker for our franchise. 5 errors for the St. Louis Browns. And Bump would give up 8 runs. None of them earned, though. You can blame his defense when he gets to the locker room. Wow. Unbelievable turn of events in the 10th inning for Montreal. Let's see if Ron Guidry can hold down the fort. Pretty sure he can. If he can't, we shouldn't be playing this game. You know you got a big lead when you're okay giving up a leadoff hit in extra innings. 1 away. That's going to bring up Hank Aaron to the plate. Hank playing for the Browns in this franchise, and that is going to be the double play to end the game. And the Montreal Expos will take game 1 over the St. Louis Browns. Roy Halladay gets the win, going 9 strong innings, only giving up 4 hits. And hitting-wise, we got Markakis, we got Sewell, 2 hits apiece. No home runs in the game. Okay. Shutting them down. First time 11 runs scored in a shutout and double digits with 11 runs scored in that 10th inning. As the game says, nice. Nice. Time to go ahead to game 2. Game 2, and we're not changing anything other than our starting pitcher. It's going to be Scott Stratton on the mound. And this time, look at this time, the game is favoring the Expos a lot more. Interesting. They've got their number 3 guy, Bob Carpenter, so it's going to be Stratton against Carpenter. Stratton, a good 2-way player. He's got some good batting skill, so that should help out. Let's go. End of the first inning, we've got St. Louis with a 1-0 lead. As we go to the third, still 1-0. I'm not worried. 1-1, the Expos will tie it up. And that will come as a result of a... What do we got? We got an error on Joe Garagiola, and then a double by Scott Stratton is going to bring Garagiola in for the tying run. Let's go to the 5th. 2-1. Montreal is going to take the lead, and this time it is going to be, well, we've got Juan Pierre singles. Ken Griffey is going to steal, or Juan Pierre is going to steal second base. Griffey gets on an error. Single by Bo Jackson will load the bases up. Fly out does not score a run by Molitor. but a pass ball is going to score Juan Pierre. Unfortunately, can't get anything else going in that inning. So Montreal with a 2-0 lead. Let's head back and go to the 6th inning. Still 2-0 as we head to 7. Nothing going on there. 6 hits apiece. Let's go to the 8th. St. Louis takes the lead 3-2. So that means we are going to jump in. And we've got some funky graphics going on here. Funky graphics. We'll be right back. Let's fix this up. All right, we're back to normal. Top of the 8th, 1 away. Ken Griffey Jr. at the plate. We got the heart of the lineup coming up. And that's going to be a fly out to the third baseman. 2 away for Bo Jackson. Full count pitch, and Bo with the good eye takes the walk. All right, we've got the tying run on first base. Bob Carpenter's still in the game. Paul Molitor. We need a gapper, Paul. That one's going to go, and that's going to fall in front of the right fielder. Bo Jackson rounds first, heads to third easily. And runners on the corner for the Expos. 2 away for Nick Markakis. He drives that one over the second baseman, but hangs up long enough for the right fielder to catch that. And that's going to do it for the Expos in the 8th. We head to the 9th. Montreal still down 3-2. Joe Sewell, Gargiola, and then the pitcher slot due up. That one is driven deep, but not deep enough. Center fielder tracks it. It is 1 away. All right, Joe, what can you do for us? Once again, sky high to the infield. 2 out. And we're going to let Scott Stratton hit. He's one of our better hitters. Might as well. See if he can get on base. And that's going to do it. A strikeout on Stratton. And the St. Louis Browns are going to tie up this series with a 3-2 victory. Carpenter takes the win. Stratton will take the loss. And hitting-wise, we had 2 hits from Juan Pierre. They had 4 hits from Billy. Was it Billy or Bernie? Bernie Williams. 1-1, folks. 1-1. But we head home for 3 games to Montreal. Game number 3 on home field. And again, pretty split in terms of who the game favors. Roy Halladay back on the mound after winning game 1. He's raring to go in game number 2. Pitched 9 strong innings in that first game. So let's go ahead to the second. 1-0 Montreal. We get out of the gates really well. Error on Juan Pierre, a single by Bo Jackson, and then a single by Molitor will bring Ken Griffey home. All right. Did I say Jackson? I might have said Jackson. I meant Griffey. Yeah, Griffey Jr. How do you make that mistake between Jackson and Griffey? Let's head to the third. It is still 1-0. We go to 4. 1-0 game. We head to the 5th. 1-0. A lot of low-scoring games here, other than that 11-run inning. Let's head to the 7th. 1-0 for Montreal. One more inning. To the 8th, it is 1-0. Let's see what Roy can do on the mound here against the Browns. That one is going to be caught by the right fielder. Look at those uniforms. Like those Montreal Expo dark red, powder blue pants. Second out of the inning for Roy Halladay, looking for the complete game shutout. 2 away. Harold Baines drives that one deep to right field, but that is going to be caught for the third out. Let's go to the top of the 9th. Halladay, Pete Ward. Ward flies out. 1 out. The Expos are 2 away from taking a 2-1 lead in this World Series. Here comes up Curly Foley, and he gets hit by a pitch. Roy, where are you on the stamina? Oh, he's hurting. He is hurting on the stamina. So we're going to give him one more batter. Then we're going to bring the bullpen in. Here's your last batter, Roy. It is a strikeout. Okay, well, coaches reconsidered. 2 out. You're 1 out away from a complete game shutout. We can't deny you that. Dixie Walker at the plate. He drives that one foul. Oh no, third baseman catches that. That is game. Roy Halladay hangs in there. Low stamina, but he's able to get the job done. 131 pitches for a guy with 45 stamina. That's dead ball for you. So Fussmucker, in your comment where you said, where have the days gone of 600 inning pitchers? Well, Roy Halladay, proof that dead ball, low stamina does work. 7 hits, no earned runs. On the base paths, it was Paul Molitor and Nick Markakis with 2 hits apiece. No home runs. I don't think we've had a home run in the World Series yet. But again, that's expected. You got me curious, Fussmucker, now. How many... Yeah, Stratton pitched 661 innings this year. Yeah, that's probably not normal. Let's take a look at his real-life stats. The most he pitched in real life was 431. So I'd say he's stretching himself a little bit. Just a bit. All right, game 3 in the books. Will the Expos take a commanding 3-1 game lead? Stratton against Bump. We had a lot of success in the late innings against Bump in game number 1. Let's hope that can continue. Second inning, 0-0. Third inning, no hits, no errors, no runs. Head to the fourth, 2 hits by the Expos, but they can't score any runs, 0-0 game. Fifth inning, and St. Louis blows it open on Scott Stratton, 3 runs on 5 hits. Let's go to the 6th. Still a 3-0 game, heading to 7. Browns with another run. Don't think there's going to be a need to jump in here. I don't think we can do much. Top of the 8th, 4-0. Let's go to the 9th. And looks like we have to make a pitching change. Let's put Ron Guidry back in. And defensively, we got Bob Chance was used as a pinch hitter for Juan Pierre. So we need a left fielder. So we're going to put in Cal Daniels. No, we're going to put Marquise Grissom. And he's going to play left, and Ken's going to play center. Okay, let's try that out. We are top of 9. Let's go to the bottom of the 9th inning. 5-0 St. Louis. Let's see if we've got the comeback in it. King Griffey Jr., hard shot to second base, 1 away. Bo Jackson, come on guys, you got to bump in game 1. That will be the second out. Paul, last hope in game number 4. Slow roller to second, fires it over to first in time for the game-ending out. 3 hits for the Expos. Just couldn't get anything going. Scott Stratton takes the loss. Second loss of the World Series. Kind of worries me a bit. And 3 hits in the game. Molitor, Gargiola, and Scott Stratton recording the only hits. No home runs for either team. We go to game 5. All tied up at 2. All right, here we see the lineup for a game 5 and your skill testing question. For a chance to win 5 packs, the deadline will be on noon Eastern Time, Monday, whatever the next Monday is, Monday, October 2nd. Monday, October 2nd, noon Eastern, deadline to get your entry in. All I want you to put is the name of any of the Browns starting players for Game 5. Just don't duplicate one that was mentioned earlier. All right, let's get on with game number 5. This is the most critical game so far. You don't want to have to come back from being down 3-2, because that means you have to win the next 2. Fortunately, Roy Halladay is on the mound, so we go to the 2nd, scoreless. We head to the 3rd. The Browns take a 2-0 lead. Go to inning 4, still 2-0. And we have to make a replacement. Oh no, Roy Halladay. I guess after that one long game. Yeah, he was not recovered, which makes sense because we haven't had a day off since his last pitching. That's gonna be a problem because we don't have a lot of guys with stamina. So Gene Wright, you're gonna have to come in. Oh boy, not what you want to see in a game 5. All right, 2-1. The Expos do manage to score a run in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ken Griffey Jr. will single. He will steal second base, go to third on a ground out by Bo Jackson, and then score on a flyout by Paul Molitor. 2-1 Browns. Let's go to the 6th inning. Still 2-1. Gene Wright still has a lot of stamina. He can go at least one more inning. Let's go to the 7th. 2-0. Let's go to the bottom of 7. Right? Top of 8. Get a hit, but no runs. Gene Wright's starting to tire a little bit, so we're going to jump in here just to make sure that we can take him out if he gets into trouble. But there's a heater down the middle of the plate for the first out. Jimmy Ryan at the plate for St. Louis. That is going to be caught in left field by Marquise Grissom. Charlie, the player we let get away. At the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes, and easily handled by Joe Sewell. Okay, we head to the bottom of the 8th. Come on, guys, rally cap. Put on that rally cap. Bob Carpenter still in the game for the Browns. Bo Jackson at the plate. 2-2 count. You want it? No, you take it. Okay, I'll take it. Catcher takes it 1 away. Paul Molitor now. Usually a pretty good reliable guy to get on base, but not this inning. 2 out for Nick Markakis. That going to drop? Yes, it will. That's going to drop in front of the left fielder. 1 on, and the Browns bring Jeff O'Neill. I think it's Jeff. Jay O'Neill. Bring him into the game. 7 wins, 2 losses, 17 saves. So it looks like a pretty strong pitcher that they're bringing in. Joe Sewell, first captain of the franchise, at the plate. Runner on first, 1-1 count. That is going to be the 3rd out of the inning. We head to the top of 9. Gene, this is your last inning. If we tie it up, this is all I can give you because you're going low on stamina. 1 away. 1 is going to drop in front of Nick Markakis. So that is 1 on for Harold Baines. And that's going to be 2 on. Runners on first and second. 1 more batter, Gene. 1 more. There it is, a squibber, and he's going to beat it out. Oh no, bases loaded. Gene, I'm sorry. We can't afford to keep you in with that stamina dropping as low as it is. So we're going to bring in, who are we going to bring in? I don't like any of these options. I guess Ron Guidry. Been pretty solid for us. Ron is in the game. We're going to go infield in. We can't afford to give up another run. Right? Come on, Ron. Play should come home. That is going deep to center field. Let's see if Ken Griffey Jr. has the arm. No, he does not. And that'll be another run for the Browns. 3-1. 2 away. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Still 3-1. Ron Guidry at the plate. Well, we got to bring in a substitution. Let's bring in Bob Chance once again. Bob, Need a runner on base. Home run's not going to do it. Need you on base, Bob. And that will do it. Bob Chance with the pinch hit single. Going for two, stretching it out, and he is safe. Safe, I tell you, with the double. Whew. Okay, no double play situation, so that's good. Joe Garagiola at the plate. Probably should have brought Manny Seguin in, but at least that's going to move the runner to third, and it brings the top of our order up. Frank Schugert, not doing too well in the playoffs. Hitless in these last 3 games. So Frank, we're going to take some pitches here. I want you to take some pitches. You got the red light. First pitch is a strike. Pitch number 2 is a strike. Okay, you got to swing away now, buddy. Come on, Frank. Deep to center. That should score the run. Runner tags up, heads for home, and the Expos are now down by 1. Costly run given up in the top of the 9th. Juan Pierre. Okay, we're going to have you take a few pitches, Juan. We need you on base, and then we can steal second. Need a walk here. 1-1 is the count. Very least, tire the pitcher out. 1-2. Okay, we got to swing away now. Come on, Juan. All right, that's deep, but that is going to be caught, and the St. Louis Browns back and forth series. St. Louis is taking the 3-2 lead and a 3-2 victory. Roy Halladay takes the loss, only going 1 2/3 inning. Managerial mistake. My mistake. Should never have had him as a starter. He wasn't rested, and he gave up 2 of the runs. Carpenter, giving up 1 earned run, takes the victory. Juan Pierre with 2 hits. Nick Markakis with 2 hits. Do or die as we go to game number 6. All right, here we are for game number 6 in St. Louis. A little bit of lineup adjustment. We've got Scott Stratton 100% ready to go. But if you look at Scott's batting stats, he's hit .308 as a kind of a two-way player. So we're going to move him into the number 2 slot. And everyone else, we're going to shift around a little bit. Juan Pierre, we're going to put in the number 8 slot. I'm going to try that out. See if it gives our team a little bit more of an offensive edge, putting our pitcher in the number 2 slot. So let's start this game. Unfortunately, Scott Stratton is 0 for 2. So he needs to do some work. Get back into things here. Okay. Let's go to elimination game. We're not going to let things get too far out of hand. So let's go to the second inning. 0-0. Okay, inning number 3. 1-0 Montreal. As long as they have the lead, no need to jump in right away. Ground out for Jackson, a double by Molitor. Moved over to the third by Nick Markakis, and singled home by Joe Sewell. Okay, 1-0 after 2. Let's head to the 4th inning. 2-1 Montreal. This is going to be a hit by pitch. Stratton is hit by a pitch. Ouch. And then scores on a triple by Ken Griffey. Unfortunately, Bo Jackson's flyout is not deep enough, and Paul Molitor were ground out, leaving Griffey stranded on third. That hurts. Let's go to the 5th inning. 2-0, 2 hits for the Browns. We go to inning number 6. Still 2-0 game. Starting to get a little nervous. Let's go to the 7th. 2-0. Okay. We're going to jump ahead to the 8th. 3-0 Montreal. Feel a lot better now. So in the top of the 7th inning, Garagiola is going to be hit by a pitch this time. He's going to move to second on a ground out, and then Scott Stratton's single is going to drive him home. Love to see it. Let's go to the 9th inning. 3-0 game. Let's go to the bottom of the 9th. Still 3-0. Scott Stratton looking to close it out and force a Game 7. St. Louis with a single to center field to get things going. Hank Aaron at the plate, always a threat. One's going to go out to the second baseman. Now we've got Baines at the plate. Fly out to center field. St. Louis down to their last batter, and that's going to be Pete Ward, the third baseman. Drives that one into right field, and that is going to be caught by Nick Markakis, and the Montreal Expos tied it up. 3-3. Foley takes the loss, giving up 3 earned runs. Scott Stratton, his first win of the playoffs, giving up no runs on 5 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. He is our player of the game. No home runs by either team, and Scott Stratton would go 1 for 1 with an RBI in the number 2 position. So finally, managerial decision that worked out. All right, let's do this. Time for Game 7. Bring it. Game 7. Roy Halladay. Now, Roy Halladay is almost fully rested. He is sitting at 93% for the game. So we're going to use him, but again, we're going to keep a close eye on him. And at any moment's kind of point of trouble, we're going to bring in Dan Collins. Look at Dan Collins. He can probably go 2, maybe 3 innings. Our strongest pitcher by far. Might have to rely on him come the 6th or 7th inning. Here we go. Game 7. Place your bets. Wait, this isn't the Twitch stream. Don't place your bets. Is it going to be the second World Series for Montreal? Or do they get back on the bus? Highly disappointed. First inning. 1-0 Browns. Inning number 2. Same score. After the third. 3-0. Let's play the half inning for Montreal. Roy Halladay still has some stamina left, but this is Game 7. We are jumping in. We need to manage this as best as we can to try and make the comeback. 1 away. The pitcher Foley grounds out, 2 out. And a shot to first, but that's going to be the 3rd out. Okay, Montreal, you got a lot of time left. Top of the 5th inning. Roy Halladay on the mound, or at the plate. He strikes out. That will probably be the last at bat for Roy Halladay this season. Next time we'll pinch hit for him. Garagiola is going to take the walk. We've got 1 on. Frank Schugert, rookie at the plate. He drives 1 to center field, 2 away. Juan, I want you to take some pitches, Juan. I want it to get to Ken Griffey Jr. We're looking for the walk, Juan. Come on, Juan. Take 1 for the team. Ken Griffey Jr. is on deck. Drives that one to right field, into the glove of the right fielder. That is it for Montreal in the 5th. Bottom of the 5th, Roy Halladay facing the pitching spot, and then Ryan and Charlie next up. So let's play this through. Bottom of 5. He is on a very short hook here. We've got Collins ready to go in the bullpen if needed. 2 away. Come on, Roy. Give us another 1 to 2 strong innings. There's a walk. 2 out, 1 on for Bernie Williams. And that should do it. No. Is that? Oh, Bernie Williams beats it out. Oh, Hank Aaron hitting .435. We're going to pitch around Hank. Don't want to give him anything good to hit. And he squibs one in there. That's going to score a run. Oh, 2 out, and we give up critical 4th run. All right, Roy. Get us out of the inning. That'll do it. We give up 1 run, 4 runs for St. Louis as we head to the top of the 6th. Top of 6, we've already seen we can score 11 runs in an inning. Highly unlikely we'll do it here, but we do have the heart of the order coming up here. Ken Griffey Jr. flies out to center field, 1 away. Bo Jackson at the plate. That one gets through the infield. We have a runner on with 1 out for Paul Molitor. Drives that one into left field. Okay, Nick. And is that one going to fall? No, that's going to be caught by the center fielder. And the Montreal Expos still scoreless after the 6th inning. I know I'm pushing Roy, but I want to get him 1 more inning here. I don't have the pitchers in the bullpen that can go 3 or 4 innings. Especially if we're able to tie it up. Squeeze as much as we can out of Roy Halladay. 2 outs. Will this be Roy's last batter faced? 3 up, 3 down as we head to the top of the 7th. Got to get at least 1 run this inning. Top of 7. Sewell, the pitcher spot. Garagiola due up. Probably going to pinch hit for a couple of them. And that one is driven deep into the gap. That is going to be a double for Joe Sewell as he slides in safely to second base. Okay, Roy, thank you for your service. 4 runs, 8 hits, but time to bring in pinch hitter extraordinaire, Bob Chance. Bob Chance into the game now. He's made 2 pinch hit appearances in this World Series and gone, or actually 3 pinch hit appearances, gone 2 for 3. So this is pinch hit appearance number 4. All right, we need runners on base. Let's see how they pitch them. Let's see if we can squeeze a walk out of bump here. 1-1 the count, 1-2 the count. Okay, time to swing away, Bob. Fortunately, the runner will not move. 1 out. We're going to pinch hit for Joe Garagiola. We're going to bring in our best contact guy, Manny Seguin. Well, they're the best choice. Manny is in. Again, we're going to see if we can somehow get a walk. Oh, we got a balk. Okay. Not the best in a 4-run situation, but we'll take it. We need at least 1 run here. Let's take a few pitches. First ball is inside. Ball 2. Count will go 2-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. All right. You got the red light. Do not swing, Manny. Do not swing. Okay, we've got a full count. Now he's forced to swing. 3-2 counts. Drives that one to shortstop. Here comes the runner home. 1 run will score as Manny Seguin grounds out for the 2nd out of the inning. Okay, 1 run in. Better than nothing. Frank Schugert at the plate. And that's going to be the 3rd out of the 7th inning. We're going to go to the 8th inning in a 4-1 game. And Dan Collins, our stopper, is coming in. Manny, you're going to go catcher. And we should be good. All right, they have their pitcher coming up. Bump Hadley. He drives one past the first baseman. Oh, no. Critical mistake there. Bunt laid down perfectly. 1 out, runner on second for the player that got away. Rounds out to short. 2 away for Bernie Williams. Make that 3 away. Okay, way to go. Collins, solid inning there. Juan Pierre at the plate here. We need runners on base badly. That won't do it. Ken Griffey Jr. strikes out. Bo Jackson, time is running out, Bo. Another strikeout as we head to the bottom of the 8th. All right, we need a flawless inning here. And that is not flawless. Off the top of the wall, St. Louis, not only are they leading 4-1, but they've got a leadoff runner on second base. Strikeout for Baines. Pete Ward at the plate. That is going to drop. And Hank Aaron's going to move to third. Runners on the corner. We got to play in double play depth. And for that double play. Or, yeah, this guy doesn't have a hit yet. Let's pitch to him. Shallow, here comes the throw. And do they tag up? They do. I think that's the ball game, folks. 3 runs, I could see. 4 runs is going to be extremely tough. We head to the bottom of the 9th in St. Louis, top of the 9th in St. Louis. Montreal. We need something. We need some magic for Montreal. Molitor, Markakis, Sewell due up. Then the pitcher slot. If we get there, probably going to be Phil Plantier that comes in to hit. First at bat, Paul Molitor drives one. Need that, Paul. That is going to be a stand-up double to lead off the inning. All right, we're going to take some pitches. Again, see if we get lucky. Bump still in the game, starting to get tired. 1-1 count. We can wear him down a little bit, make him throw a few pitches. Markakis drives that one to second. That's going to move the runner to third. 1 out for Joe Sewell. Once again, we got to take some pitches. Got to get him on base. 1-1 count. 2-1. As Bump Hadley now is starting to get into the orange and red. So we'll make him throw a few more pitches. 2-2 count. Right, swing away, Joe. Come on, fall. That is going to fall in front of the center fielder. Yes. Run will score. It is 5-2 with 1 out. Dan Collins scheduled to come up, and we are going to bring in not Phil yet. A home run will not tie the game. Who do we go with? I think we go with Gary Thomason. Gary, I know it's a key moment. You haven't been doing well this season. But you got one of our better eyes on the team. So that means you got the red light. You're taking pitches, buddy. 1-0. Bump. 1-1 on a controversial strike there. Bump is now into the red. He is past due. Should mean a few more balls here. Yep, that one is low. Into the dirt. 2-1. This may be Bump's last hitter. 2-2. Not a very speedy Joe Sewell. I don't think we can do the hit and run. All right, here's a time. We need a hero. That is driven. That is going into the gap. That is going to go to the wall. And that's going to move Sewell around third. Here he comes in to score. No, he doesn't. He holds up on third. Didn't want to test the arm. 2 on. Tying run at the plate. Manny Seguin. This is where we're in trouble because we don't have another catcher on staff. Majeski. Oh boy, this is the time to bring in Phil Plantier. Let's do it. Phil Plantier with his 70 power. Even though we're going to get him to take a few pitches because Bump is deep red now. See if Phil can get on base. Count is 1-0. 1-1 count. That one just outside. 2-1. High. 3-1. And Bill Plantier draws the walk. Well, what do we got here? We've got a 5-2 game. Now the go-ahead run in the form of Frank Shugart. Kind of on a cold streak right now. Hitless in the last 5 games. Bump is still in the game though, so you know what that means. Let's see if we can get some wildness out of the tired Bump. 1-1 is the count. On deck, Juan Pierre and then Ken Griffey Jr. 2-1. Bump is struggling out there. 3-1 count. Come on, we need to walk. That is low. And yes, we walk in a run. It is 5-3. Hadley with 4 walks. Please keep him in the game. Keep him in the game. Oh, they go to their closer. Oh, no. All right. Loaded bases, tying run on second base for Juan Pierre. The question is, do we pinch hit for him? Who do we have? Patsy Donovan. Good contact guy. Who else? Marquise Grissom. Not as trustworthy. Cal Daniels, the veteran. He has declined quite a bit. Pat Mullen and Hank Majeski. I think if we use a pinch hitter, it's got to be Patsy Donovan. Patsy Donovan versus Juan Pierre. See if we can do a comparison here. Nope, doesn't look like it. 60 contact, 45 eye. 60, 45. 55, 40. Okay, Juan Pierre, you're staying in the game. Again, we're going to take some pitches. Got a new pitcher in the game. Going to take some pitches till you get to the 2-strike count. 1-0. It goes to 1-1. That one looks outside. No, that caught the corner. Unbelievably, it is 1-2. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? Do we send the runners? And then he strikes out? I think we gotta just swing away. Only 1 out. Don't want to run into the second out. Come on, Juan. This'll do it. Oh, he drives that one to first. They come home for 1 and 2 for second. Unbelievable. Unbelievable ending. With Ken Griffey Jr., if I could have taken pitches all the way, I would have had him strike out and brought up Ken Griffey. Sending the runners, they would have probably come home and got 1 out. Unbelievable. See if we can see that replay one more time. Will the game let me show the replay? Don't think so. No. That's a heartbreaker. I'd rather have not have come close in the 9th inning than to have it end that way. A shot down first base, which in this game, when you watch these replays, a lot of times those shots down first base go by the first baseman, which would have scored 2 runs and tied the game. Hank Aaron is your player of the game. Scott Stratton Maybe should have brought you in on short rest. Roy Halladay, 4 earned runs. Dan Collins gives up 1 run. We gave it a go. Bo Jackson, Paul Molitor, Joe Sewell, each with 2 hits apiece. Anything can happen in this game. Anything can happen. Let's find out the World Series MVP, and that goes to Hank Aaron, is going to be your World Series MVP. 30-year-old Hank Aaron, drafted back in the 1905 draft by the Browns, 4th overall. Well, before we end off, let's go ahead to our award winners. Let's at least check out the award winners. We'll do the draft. We'll do game 1 of the next season. This is a tough one, guys. I'm not going to lie. This is a difficult one, losing that way in game 7. That is tough. All right, let's find out our award winners. MVP. What? Scott Stratton. We didn't give up on you, and we have an MVP. Extremely cool. Okay, let's go take a look at the specific awards. St. Louis Browns with their first World Series win. This is their second appearance. They were exactly like us. Second time in the World Series, and finally they got their first win. So I don't feel as bad because, hey, got to celebrate the first World Series win for teams. Okay, awards. Let's go on to the AL first of all. Dan Brothers with his eighth award. 8th MVP. Dan Brothers. 8th time. We said we were going to change the name of the award, and darn it, we're going to do that. We're going to change the name to the Dan Brothers Award. Right, other award winners in the AL, Ben Sanders is your Cy Young winner, going 23-12. Well-deserved Ben, 30-year-old, drafted in the first round, pick number 4 again. So another 4th overall pick. Again, we're seeing some synchronicity here. Hank Aaron, 4th overall pick, and now Ben Sanders. Sammy Strang is your Rookie of the Year at the age of 26. 6th round of the 1908 draft. So here's a late pick that finally is making his mark in major leagues. And Mr. O'Neill. Oh, OOTP, you do this just to mock me, don't you? Don't you? Guy comes in, Game 7 of the World Series, gets the double play, and he's the reliever of the year. Thanks. Thanks a lot. In the NL, Scott Stratton. We find some light in all this darkness. Scott Stratton, MVP. In a year where we were deciding between Shohei Ohtani and Scott Stratton, we went with Stratton. And where is Mr. Ohtani, you might ask? Well, he's a stopper in Chicago, not pitching a lot, and he's not an MVP. So good choice, Lap. Good choice. Our Cy Young Award winner is also Scott Stratton. 48 wins, 21 losses, 661 innings pitched, and an 8.5 WAR. Frank Schugert. All right, now I'm feeling better. Frank Schugert is the Rookie of the Year. He takes it over Ken Griffey Jr. Again, well-deserving. We took him the 6th pick overall in the 2015 draft. Let's just check if Ken Griffey got any votes here. He's third in Rookie of the Year voting. Well done, Ken. And finally, your reliever of the year is going to go to Emil Frisk from the Cincinnati Reds, 33 years old, and drafted in the third round back in 1907. I don't think we really had any. Gene Wright, maybe, as reliever of the year. Let's take a look if he got any votes. Nope, no votes. How about for our ace, Dan Collins? He must have got some votes. Third. Okay, so he was third. So very successful individual award year. Scott Stratton MVP, Scott Stratton Cy Young winner, and Frank Schugart is the Rookie of the Year. That's going to do a wrap on the 1917 season. Thank you guys for watching. Would have liked it to be a little bit more celebratory, but we got some awards. We'll see you next episode.